Hello and welcome. My name is Thomas, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can start working and earning from home today. Okay, so there's been a lot that's been going on, obviously, for all of us. We're definitely spending a lot more time at home, at least most of us, not everyone. But maybe there are some people who have shorter hours, or maybe there's a situation where you're working from home now, or for whatever reason, maybe you just have some more time on your hands. Well, as it turns out, thanks to a lot of tools that are available to us, now has never been a better time to start building some sort of business or brand on the web. So what I wanted to do today, I know a lot of what I've talked about in the past has been things that are a little bit more conceptual in nature, but what I wanted to do was share with you some specific tools and some strategies that you can employ to begin selling or making an income on the web. Okay, but before we get to those specific tools and strategies, the first thing that we need to determine is what is the good that we can provide to other people, right? And then after that, who are those specific people that we can provide that good or service to, right? So first thing we need to determine is what is it that you can provide? What is it that's kind of in your skill set, in your wheelhouse? What are the things that you're good at, or what are the things that you want to do and provide for other people? Do you like to paint? Do you produce music? Do you do photography, videography? Do you have a particular skill set that you like to teach? Is there something that you can impart from one of the past work, jobs or positions that you held? What is your unique skill or gift that you want to provide to other people? So even if you have to, pause this video, pull out a pen and some paper and start sketching out some ideas. What are some of those things that you have done? What are your skills, or what is it that you can actually share with an audience? Once you started to determine the type of skills or goods or services that you could provide, next, what you want to determine is this going to be a physical product? Is this going to be a digital product? Or is this going to be a service? Meaning it's something where you're going to work one-on-one with someone to create something or do some sort of work. So like, for example, I produce a service where I work one-on-one with clients to custom tailor WordPress websites or build brand identity or something in that sphere, right? That's how I provide a service to other people online. Another example along the lines of something that I do is I also provide a good. I provide a digital product in pre-built premium WordPress themes that people can purchase over at Notable Themes. Both of those things are helping to serve a particular problem for people who have a need of a type of website, and I do that either A, working one-on-one with people, or B, by providing a digital product. Okay, so the great thing, of course, is that you don't have to do both. You can just pick one that works best for you. Maybe there are masks that you're creating and sewing and you'd like to be able to sell those online. That's going to be a physical product that you're going to need to be able to ship to people. Maybe you're a teacher, or maybe you've got some sort of expertise that you've done in the past and you want to be able to train people. Okay, so there's two different ways you could do that. You could get clients that you'd work one-on-one with and do maybe 1-hour Zoom sessions where you're working with one person, or maybe you'll host a whole group of people and you do that through Zoom, at which point you can just go to zoom.com, set that up. But what you could also do is you could create a pre-recorded set of videos. Sit there with your phone. I've got tons of videos on Rightly TV where you can go through that. You can also head on over to rightly.co, hit that search feature where you can go through all the different videos I've gone through that have taught you or shown you how to use specific camera equipment to do nice videos. But you produce a nice series of simple videos that teach people, and then you could sell those online as a digital product. So what I'm trying to do here is help you kind of get your brain going in terms of some of the ways that you can actually produce something of value that people online would be willing to pay for. Again, A, if that's going to be a physical product, B, if that's going to be a digital product, or C, if that's going to be your time one-on-one with a particular client. Okay, and then the next thing we need to nail down is who is this for and where am I going to find these people, right? So just about all of us have a Facebook page, right? So that's a good place to start. Or maybe you have a Twitter account or an Instagram or maybe a Pinterest. Those are going to be avenues where you're going to be able to share your new product or service. Also, maybe you've got an email list. If you have an email list, as I've been talking about for so long throughout so many of these videos and over on my podcast, The Rightly Show, an email list is essential because at this point in time, you'd be able to send out an email to that list or send out a tweet if that works as well, or a Facebook post telling people about the new product or service that you are going to be providing. And also another side note to keep in mind is don't think that what we're talking about here has to be a long-term business. It could be one of those things where, you know what, I've got a little bit of extra time. I could use a little extra income. So why not jump in here and do this just for the next couple of months until work picks up either with my day job or with the primary business that I'm running. Okay, so once you've nailed those things down, we've got what it is that we're going to produce, whether it's a digital physical product or whether it's going to be our time. And then we've also determined where we're going to share this, the avenue through which we're going to start to get it out there. Now, once we've kind of nailed those down, you've jotted it down, how am I going to pre-package what it is I'm going to offer to the world? Now let's go ahead and look at a few tools that can help you do that either for free or really affordably. So let's jump in. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is going to be amazing even if you don't have a website, and it's a place called Gumroad. And by the way, I'm going to be leaving links to all of these different websites down below this video so you can check them out if you need to. So they have a free version, but you can also create an account that allows you to go through and unlock a number of additional features. But like they say here, they've got people who are selling films, courses, music, books, pretty much anything you can think of that's digital and even physical you can actually create through Gumroad. So let's go ahead and let's create a free account here. Okay, so it looks like I have logged into my new account, and what's interesting is that I've actually used this email address that I signed up with to purchase something else on Gumroad before, so I'm somebody who is actually a patron of somebody who works through Gumroad, so I've done that before. But what we're going to do is we're going to jump on over to my account, and we're going to click on Start Selling. Okay, so as you can see here, this is where you can actually go through and edit your main page itself. So we're going to call this Rightly and Company. And this is where people can sign up for updates as well through Gumroad. So of course, the great thing about this is we're setting this up without having to create a website at all. So again, this is a great way to just go in here in like 10 minutes, set up a quick account, and you can just email the link out to your profile or to the individual products or services you're creating in Gumroad. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to pop on up here to products. And then we've got some options here. We can go ahead and create just a classic one-off purchasable product. And again, this could also be something like software as well. So if you're a developer, you can do software. You can create a pre-order. So if you want to start taking payments for the product before you even create it, you could do that. So let's say if you're trying to test and see how many people would be interested in me creating like a $20 ebook or some sort of like $300 or $400 course, let's just gauge what the interest is. You could do like 50% off or something like that for the pre-order, and then you could just have the full price once you go live. So that's an option as well to get income before you even actually produce anything. And then you can also do a reoccurring membership if you are going to continually add content to which people would have access. You can do that through a membership. We're just going to do a classic one, and we're going to go ahead and do that brand Rightly training course. Let's go ahead and say that this is going to be $497. Not going to do any physical goods, and then we'll go ahead and do customize. Learn how to create a profitable brand on the web. There we go. We can go ahead and add a cover to this. I would typically design one, but let's just, for the sake of this example, go through into Pexels and just create, select, I should say, a nice little photo. So I'll just say somebody typing on their laptop. That should work just fine. There we go. Went ahead and selected an image. And there we go. You see that nice little cover. So as you can see up here in the top right-hand corner, this is going to be the place where people would be able to preview that image, where essentially this is kind of the widget and how it will look before you are wanting to sell. Then you have to type down here what people will get. So 10 videos. Then you can add individual attributes as well. So like if you wanted to do file size or something like that, you're welcome to add that. And then here's where you would actually upload the individual files. Okay, so I went ahead and I uploaded just a quick sample video here. So let's just say this was my 001 introduction. Then of course I would go ahead and I would upload all of the other videos, and then I could kind of drag and drop to rearrange them. So that's in the case that I'm doing a training course, of course. Okay, so then you can also generate a unique license key. This is going to be specific to if you're going to be working with software and you want to make sure that it gets activated only if somebody has made the purchase. And then you can also, which I'm going to be doing, disable downloads. So essentially they have access to stream the video, but they can't download it. That way kind of helps you prevent any piracy or your videos kind of being passed around. This also works good if you've created a film, a short film you want to provide access to, and you only want people to be able to stream it through Gumroad. We got the price. And then if you want to, you can actually create something so that you can hit this checkbox and say that there's a starting amount, but you can actually allow people to pay more. So maybe if you're creating masks or something that's a little bit more on the charity end of things that you're just providing as a good for charitable purposes, you could say starting price is 10, but you can have this checked so that people can give you whatever they want if they want to help to support you. You can create versions in the future so that if you want to maintain a collection of files and help you kind of track the future versions, you can do that. You can also limit product sales. If you're going to be doing a physical product, this is going to be really important, and you can allow the customers to choose a quantity. Again, these are going to be more specific to if you are selling a physical product. All right, I'm going to save the changes. I'm also going to click publish, and we got a nice little link here. And with that, we're going to be able to copy the URL, and then we can open this up in a new browser window. And there you go. We've got the link to our product. You can then take that link and share that across social media and everything else. Gumroad is going to manage all of the payment for you. They can pay through PayPal or via a card, and it's really super easy, at which point they're going to have access. So remember, if you're going to be selling a physical product, there'll be some extra steps involved in the sense that you'll have to specify what tax you're going to charge. You're going to have to specify a shipping address and all of that. And you're going to have to manage that all on the back end. But the great news is that Gumroad is going to send you an email with every order, and they're going to hold in escrow essentially all of the sales that you make, and then they are going to actually pay you out. And I think it's on a weekly basis. You have to check with them. It's been a while since I've used Gumroad. But again, great way to sell an ebook, a training course. All of those are going to be possible, including a physical product. And you do not even need a website. You can just email or Facebook or Instagram or tweet out the link to the new product or service that you're offering. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to want to be able to do is we're going to want to be able to work with clients. Now, technically, you can do exactly what I just showed you with Gumroad and allow people to sign up with you for a fixed price in order to do a coaching call, consulting, one-on-one training. They can handle all of those particular payment processes in order to make that super simple. But what if you want to work one-on-one with clients and you don't have a lot of people who you can reach out to? Maybe you don't have an email list. Maybe you don't have a lot of people you can send this out to on Facebook or Twitter or something like that. Well, then that's when you can use a service called Upwork. And I actually, when I first got started working independently, worked with a service called Elance, and I think Elance was eventually purchased or merged with what is now Upwork. Upwork is simply a network of talent that other people can go to this website and they can post what particular jobs that they want done, and you as a creative professional or as a professional of any kind can then bid on those projects. So as you can see here, they do any type of web development, design, writing, sales and marketing, admin support, customer service. So if you want to jump in there, you can create your own profile and you can scroll through all of the individual jobs that people want. You can add pricing and a proposal for what you are going to do, the difference that you're going to make. But essentially, it is a massive pool of clients that you can bid for in order to start producing an income. The great thing is, again, if you don't have an audience, if you don't have an email list, you can still go through a service like Upwork and start doing work online. Another thing you can do, and I've touched on this in a previous video, which again, go back and check out the video I talked about how to start building an email list for free using ConvertKit. But without rehashing that whole thing, again, another thing you can do to start capturing leads and to start capturing clients is to create an opt-in form with a freebie. You can head on over to rightly.tv/ConvertKit to create your free account. That's another option. Then what you can do if you want to do this completely independent of anything third party like Gumroad or like Upwork, you can then do something on your own, again, by capturing people through that email opt-in process or a simple email form. And then what you can do in terms of your billing is you can use a service called FreshBooks. FreshBooks is a super simple, easy to use a tool, and they've got a free trial that you can check out as well. Head on over to rightly.tv/FreshBooks if you'd like to check that out. But that's another way if you don't want to use Gumroad, if you don't want to use something like Upwork and you want to work one-on-one just via email or even using something like Basecamp, and you're worried about some sort of way to be able to bill your clients, you can use FreshBooks. You can also use something like PayPal as well. Okay, so that's it. The great thing is with all of these tools and with some serious creativity at your disposal, it's never been easier to start producing a little bit of extra income on the side. So again, if you got some free time that you're looking to use, or you've just got something that you can do that can be of value to other people, now's the time that you can actually start to turn that into a business. And who knows, it may be 2 or 3 months down the road, you might find that this is successful enough to actually become your main business. That's essentially kind of how that worked out for me. And I've heard of tons of other people who ended up quitting their day jobs, so to speak, to start working online. Who knows what's possible? I just wanted to share with you some of the most useful and quickest and easy to use tools, tips, and strategies in order to get up and running with making an income on the web. So as always, if you're finding Rightly TV useful, make sure that you subscribe, hit that little bell notification so that you get notified every time I come out with a new video. And if you found this one useful, hit that like button. And until next time, go out there and create a brand that is truly remarkable. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this episode of Rightly TV. Be sure to click on one of the other episodes on this page. Plus, head on over to rightly.co, where you'll be able to create a free account, which will give you access to all the videos, the podcast, articles, downloads, and more. Again, head on over to rightly.co, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.